Come on.
Leadership, power, authority, guidance, patience are God's gift to us as men. We have to cherish that, not abuse it. I prayed this morning to be a better listener. Didn't work so well. We're human. You get back up. Yes, I've been high up on the mountain. I've been blessed. But that's a slippery slope. And it's lonely up there. You know, people don't know that side. We did not come this far to just break down and lose now. I'm a winner. I'm going to win. True desire in the heart, that itch that you have, whatever it is you want to do, that thing that you want to do to help others and to grow and to make money, that desire, that itch, that's God's proof to you. Sent beforehand already to indicate that it's yours. Aspire to make a difference. So you are what you are in this world. That's one of two things. You need somebody. Never give up. Without commitment, you'll never start. More importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So, keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So,
Yeah, well. Okay.
While it may be frightening, it will also be
Right. Good morning.
So you gotta get out there. You gotta give it everything you got, whether it's your time, your talent, your prayers, or your trips. Because taking risk is not just about going for a job. It's also about knowing what you know and what you don't know. It's about being open to people and to ideas.
To get something you never had, you have to do something.
Because the chances you take, the people you meet, the people you love, the faith that you have, that's what's going to define you. I found that nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nothing.
Nelson Mandela said there is no passion to be found playing small
and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living. Now, I'm sure in your experiences in school and applying to college and picking your major and deciding what you want to do with life, I'm sure people have told you to make sure you have something to fall back on. Make sure you got something to fall back on, honey. But I never understood that concept, having something to fall back on. If I'm going to fall, I don't want to fall back on anything. I want to fall forward. I figure at least this way I'll see what I'm going to hit. Fall forward. This is what I mean. Reggie Jackson struck out 2,600 times in his career, the most in the history of baseball. But you don't hear about the strikeouts. People remember the home runs. Fall forward. Thomas Edison conducted 1,000 failed experiments. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because the 1,001st was the light bulb. Fall forward. Fail big. Today is the beginning of the rest of your life, and it can be very frightening. It's a new world out there. It's a mean world out there. You only live once. So do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally. Don't be afraid to go outside the box.
afraid to fail.
Think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember,
dreams are just dreams.
Dreams without goals are just dreams. And they ultimately fuel disappointment. So have dreams, but have goals.
Anyway, good morning, people. How are you doing?
Yearly goals, monthly goals, daily goals. I try to give myself a goal every day. Sometimes it's just to not curse anybody out. Simple goals, but have goals. And understand that to achieve these goals, you must apply discipline and consistency. In order to achieve your goals, you must apply discipline, which you have already done, and consistency every day, not just on Tuesday and miss a few days. You have to work at it. Hard work works. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you.
The Egyptians tried it, and they got robbed.
They got robbed. That's all they got. You can't take it with you. And it's not how much you have.
It's about what you do with what you have.
With what you have. We all have different talents. Some of you will be doctors, some lawyers, some scientists, some educators, some nurses, some preachers. The most selfish thing you can do in this
is help somebody.
Is help someone else. Why is it selfish? Because the gratification, the goodness that comes to you, the good feeling that I get from helping others, nothing's better than that. Nothing's better than that. Not jewelry, not big house I have, but it's the joy. That's where the joy is, in helping others. That's where the success is. And anything you want good, you can have. So claim it. Work hard to get it. When you get it, reach back. Pull someone else up.
Each one.
Each one.
Teach one.
Teach one. Remember, just because you're doing a lot more
doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done.
Doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Remember that. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. My mother told me, she said, yeah, because you can run in place all the time and never get anywhere. So continue to strive, continue to have goals, continue to progress. We treat people who need.
I'll tell you what, it's fucking freezing outside. I'm not gonna lie, mate, it's cold.
When everybody is against you or don't believe in you no more, it's a lonely feeling. Oh, it hurts very badly. Have people that you love close to you that look at you with that look and say, why don't you try something else? Why don't you give up?
You're going to be called crazy as you take this ride to the next level.
You don't have nothing but lint in the corner of your pocket. You're out there talking about living your dream. And people laughing at you. And they're doubting you. People are going to think you're crazy. And sometimes you're going to think you're crazy. You're going to question yourself. You can lose your job. You can make mistake after mistake after mistake. You can lose your money. They can laugh at you. They can say you can't come back. Lose your home, lose your car. Everything, but you won't lose one truth. That is, that there's something in you that's greater than what you're now going through.
Come on, you fucking
Some people
fat
make
pig.
fun of you. Might a person you love doubt you or leave you? Yes. But which is nobler? falling dutifully in line with what everyone wants, or speaking up for what's right for you. You must ask which your life is about, fear or freedom, the cage or courage. What do victims do? They give away their power to external circumstances. It's because of my mother, my father, my sister, my industry. It's because I was heartbroken. It's because of a divorce. It's because of an illness. It's because I'm poor. It's because of the way I look. It's because of the color of my skin. It's because I'm not smart enough. It's my journey. Nobody decides what I make. Nobody decides how I live. Nobody decides my life. I'm not a victim. I'm a victor. The only thing stands between your success, the only thing stands from you doing what you know you've been called to do. The only thing is you. Nobody can stop you. I need you every single day. For every minute that you think you can't do it, I need you to all with dreaming about the fact that you can. If you have a 30-minute pity party, I need you to have an hour success party. I need us to look at all the possibilities, all of the potential, and I need us to go for it every single day. When you stand for mastery, the world will not understand you. When you say, I want to scale the next startup, and I want to be the next Picasso, and I want to be the next craft master, and you start to dial into the little details and stand for the best, and read the best, and do the best, and live in a rare air way, you will be so different from the chattering voices of most people. And that's why every visionary was initially ridiculed before they were revered. It's lonely. You're going to feel like giving up. You will be laughed at. People will call you crazy. You will be misunderstood. Why are you reading so much? Why is it important to you to be world class? Why do you sweat the details? Why is the user experience so important? Why? Why can't you be satisfied? Why do you always gotta get things so perfect? Why do you spend so much time here? When you're upset, people think you're nuts. There's some people that won't like you. Who do you think you are? You're arrogant. What do you think you can do? When people don't understand you anymore, you're in that spot of obsession and drive. Get strong enough in your own skin that when people laugh at you or when they throw stones at you, you keep on going. What reason can you remember that you can call on, that you can reach on, that can make you get back up? Find that reason. Because when life had knocked me down, I said, life, I'm doing this because I want to make my mama proud of me. I'm doing this because I want my children to have a better life than what I have. I'm doing this because all my life I've been told I'm a loser, that I wouldn't make it. I'm doing this to make them alive. I believe like Frank Sinatra, he said the best revenge in life is massive success. I'm doing this so I can become massively successful. I'm going for me because I've made a different kind of commitment with my life. This is something I have got to do. I dare you to bet against me. I dare you to tell me it's not going to happen. I love it because I know maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point I'm going to prove you wrong. When you're right. You run for
Anyway, good morning. It's Thursday. It's fucking freezing out.
Android can. I swear to God, I Philip's latte go for
It's cold outside, I swear down.
freshly ground beans with a velvety smooth milk froth.
Breakfast time. Soon. Anyway, I'm staying for 15 more minutes. And then we are out. And I'll see us this afternoon, maybe. And if not, you'll see me definitely this evening. You know, 890 subs to go and counting. 6,237 videos. Nobody in our circle on YouTube has made more content than this Irish motherfucker. 6,200 videos. That's an achievement. You know. Go look at everybody's channel. Look many videos they've made. And go look at mine.
Between the silence.
We ain't afraid. Archers. Thank you. I'm going to do my hair that colour next. You only get one life, right? I like to see me children laugh. You know, that's one of the main reasons I did that. Oh yeah, and because Ireland's in the World Cup. Well, nearly. We're lost and found. Well, bro, you only get one life, you know. I have a daughter who has her hair like Harley Quinn. It's like, no, I wish it was. But no, bro, look, the way I see it is, right, you only get one life, right? And a few weeks ago, I got a bit of a scare. In fact, I'm still scared. I have to go and have a couple of x-rays on the 6th of December. I'd like to shout out to a friend in Dublin who's having some blood tests soon. Yeah, so shout out to Mr. Luke. I'm rooting for you, bro. I have a friend who has to go and have some results. You know, I'd kiss him only for he's too ugly. And his head's too big. I don't mean the one in his pants. That's a whopper of a pecker. You know, shout out to Boris Becker. This ain't tennis. More like sword fighting. But anyway, like I said, good morning. I hope yous are all well. It's fucking freezing out. I don't have any merch, bro. Bro, honestly, what's the point? Don't get me wrong now. I got a message off YouTube yesterday, and I've been getting the... So, this channel was monetized over a year ago, right? And I said, I'm going to crash my channel on purpose. I didn't do this for clicks, clout, coin. I did this for principle and for pride. My face will never hide. You understand? It's like, and sometimes you have to decide, you know, I'm on here to grow, not to divide, you know, and it is what it is. So, I've gone and I've looked at a lot of channels, and but that's what the way I see it is, right now, I never expected to make 6,000 videos, right? Good morning, Andrew, but I did set myself a target when I first come on here, because I was a bit emotional, you see, because a person who called himself a friend, I let him mess with me YouTube, and he ended up putting a URL on my channel. Now, at the time, I didn't know what analytics was or algorithms. You know, I hadn't got a clue. So, when the channel was stole off me, no names, Foxy, a four-eyed fuck, he did me a favour in a way, because he burnt me and he fucking... You know, at the time I was on a mood stabilizer, and I feel like he fucking grilled me. He said to me, bro, I'll sponsor your channel. Anytime you want to go to Old Trafford or anywhere, let me know and I'll take you. And we ended up growing a friendship, but we fell out, and I had a channel called Fighting Back. I had a channel called... Yeah, so, long story short, I had this channel here, look, Jude, Fighting Back United 27, right? Forget that, right? So that was me channel, Andrew, right? And this geezer stole it off me, and it really upset me because he blocked everybody. And everybody was saying to me, Jude, what you blocked me for? I said, I didn't block you. You fucking did, bro. But what had happened was Foxy changed the channel and the URL. I could go on my channel, it's just like I couldn't unblock anybody, I couldn't do shit. So I had to start this channel, STRAIGHTOUTTABALLYER, from the very start, on my own. I've had a couple of people help me along the way. You know. But in all fairness, it's like this isn't an exaggeration. This is a fact. I've been on YouTube 7 years. There's people on here 3 times that length, or double the time I'm on here. There's people on here a lot longer than me, right? Now, I grew this, yeah, because somebody hurt me. You know, he was my friend, and then what he did was he fucking put a URL on my channel because we fell out, right? And it's like, the way I see things is, it's like, I was like, I'm gonna have to try and grow another channel, right? So I was trying to think of a name for the channel, right? And I was just sitting there and lost in my thoughts, and straight out the Ballyer crossed me head. I was like, that's it. I'm from Ballyfermot, so's all my family. I'm straight out of Ballyer. I got straight out of Ballyer and come to England many years ago, and it's like it was a no-brainer. So that channel, Fighting Back United, had 560 odd subs, right? I had over 600, right? But it took me 4 years to get them, right? It's taken me 2.5 years to get 4,110 subs. So that means of 890 subs. I set myself a target, 5,000 subs and 5,000 videos. I've blown my videos out of the water. I've made 6,237 videos. On our little community, in our little community, where all the small little channels are in that 50, there is nobody that's made more videos than me. You know, this was always about principle. You know, I didn't know nothing when I'm still shit when it comes to YouTube. I don't know nothing about it. You know, but I started this channel. It took me 4 years to get about over 600 subs, right? This channel, it's taken me 2.5 years. I've got 4,110 subs. I've hit nearly 2.5 million people around the world. And I've made 6,200 videos. There's no one on our circle in YouTube that's made more videos than me. I beat them by a land mile. You know, it was the target, you see. I've had people text me saying, bro, will you fuck off posting shit? You fuck off. You don't know why I'm doing it. You know, if I didn't post me fucking channel and I didn't do this, I wouldn't be on 4,000 subs. I would have gotten stuck in the mud like a few fucking channels on YouTube. You know, they got stuck in the mud. You know what I mean? It's like you have to make content. It has to be repetition. You know, this isn't my first rodeo. So, I didn't know nothing about algorithms or analytics, so I had to learn myself because I don't like asking for help. You know what I mean? It's like, and if I had asked them for help a long time ago, I'd probably know more about YouTube. Do you understand? But 2 years ago nearly. 18 months ago, my channel was monetized. I charged people £2 a month, right? When my channel was monetized, within the first 2 days, I had 80 members, right? And I didn't take none of that money. It got sent back. All of it. And there's some of it still there that I've not claimed. It's like now, I don't know a lot about YouTube, but one thing I do know, we have a little community within a community, and we've got a lot of small channels that share awareness about mental health, about suicide, about addiction, about recovery, about relapse, you know, about everything. You know, like I said, see when you take a lot of drugs in your life, it can lead to mental health. You know, it can make your mental health a lot worse. You know, you can get psychosis from certain things you shouldn't take. You know, yes, love. She couldn't open the milk. But like I said, growing this channel has been very hard. You know, like, because you always have to do better than your last performance. So I was on 600 and odd subs. So I said to myself, you know what? I'm not going to sulk about it. I trusted this guy. He called me a friend. And then I seen him kicking his dog. So we fell out over him kicking his dog, right? Half the neighbours on the street have it on camera. We're knocking at my door saying, here, I just seen him kicking the dog in your garden. That's your friend here. He's not my fucking friend. You know, here, get out of here. You know, and then he put a URL on my channel and blocked everybody. You know, he probably blocked everybody there on that piece of paper, yeah? And all them people were saying to me, Jude, what you block me for, bro? I didn't do anything on you. I'm like, what are you on about? I didn't block you. Foxy ended up blocking everybody, and I didn't know about it, right? And I fell out with a few people over it because he didn't believe me. So he stole my channel, basically, put a URL on it. So I had to start another channel being this. So what I did was, on my Facebook, I put a message on my Facebook saying, shout out to everyone in Ballyfermot who I used to pal around with. Shout out to all me mates, brothers. If you're not sub to my channel, can you go do it? 𝕝𝕚𝕚𝕚𝕚 have called me YouTube channel, and I'd like you to get involved. And I also need you to sub to my channel. So, if I told you within a year, well over 1,000 people from Ballyfermot sub to my chat, what's good done? Yeah, good mate, G. Yeah, like I said, everybody's name's on here. Like, I think your name's down there somewhere, bro. Yeah, it is right there. Look at them. Jeez, top G. So, it's Thursday morning. It's fucking freezing. It's minus fucking whatever. Minus when you go out in this cold, your fucking dick goes. Sorry, I know it's too early in the morning for talking about Dick Turpin and all, but listen, Dick Turpin in this weather ain't chirping. Do you hear what I'm saying? Yeah, he ain't chirping. Ooh, but I'd like to shout out to my friend Luke. He's going to have some blood tests in the next few days. So my prayers are going out to Luke. And if any of you are God-fearing, could you say a prayer for him? You know, like I hope his results come back. You know, I'd kiss him only for he's too ugly. You know, now, who am I to call anyone ugly? The two of us are fucked. You know, 'cause we're both ugly. You know, but he's one of them heads where you want to slap, you know, 'cause he's a bald head like me brother. But he's a good fella. Shout out the good fellas. And here, listen, like I said, there's a few people on this list who has helped me, and I don't hide anybody's goodness. You know, anybody that's helped me is on there. 30C in Sydney, Australia. No way. Is that where you're from, bro? Australia. So that's a hat trick. Good day, mate. That's 3 now, so let me just write something here. Hang on. Andrew IX6RB. Andrew dash IX6RB. 6RB. Right, bro. Andrew, it's just my memory, bro. It's fucked. That's where I write things down, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm on a lot of medication, yeah? And some of the side effects are permanent memory loss. You know, it's like, well, bro, look at the end of the day, the way I see it is, you know, YouTube is a very fucking selfish place. You know, I was just speaking there about a channel that I used to have that got stolen on me. And quarter of the community fell out with me because they thought I'd blocked them. But what they didn't realise was my channel had been stolen on me, and I started this project. And I said to myself, I'm going to fucking hit my target. Now, what some of you don't know is, my channel was monetised over a year ago, and I crashed it. Lena Ayrshire chick was the first member of my channel. She told me her story, and I said, listen, I don't want your money or your membership for your story. It's going to help me and help you. Because, like I said, myself and a few people on here suffer terrible with suicide ideology. Pablo, myself, Finn, we've all experienced addiction, recovery, relapse. We all have that common denominator beside us that links us. Mental health will not go away. It doesn't go away. It doesn't matter what medication you take, it will not go. You have to find a way to cope. And if you don't cope, according to the World Mental Health Organization, every 1 in 8 children who are a survivor of a parent to suicide go on to take their life. Now, that's a statistic. Imagine that 1 in 8 kids of a survivor of a parent, a suicide, goes on to have fucked up mental health. And it's like, what you don't realise, if you hurt yourself, it's going to destroy your family. It's going to ruin your kids. You know, you look at your ma is crying, your granny's on the ground. It's like, you know, when you did that, you know, I'm not going to lie, like, I do be in a lot of pain. I have fucking degenerative disc disease, and because of loads of old injuries and what have you, my body's fucked. You know, but I have to keep pushing. You know. But like I said, I don't hide anybody's goodness, and there's a few people on here. Hello. I hide my face. So, there's a few people on here that have helped me. Like I said, this was always personal for me. This was never about money. That's why I crashed my channel purposely. I got my channel monetized last year, right? It was monetized, yeah? And I crashed it. You know the AdSense part? I didn't fill her in. And I've made more content than anybody in our circle on YouTube. Our small little circle. A community within a community. 6,237 videos. 2 years, 2.3 something million people I've reached. And I only wanted to reach a few people on my old housing estate. Now I'm gonna bid yous all good morning because I'm hungry. Ha! In fact, shout out to Hungary. I'm a big fan. You lost here. My mum was like that, look, to the fans, doing that, look, crying, you know. And then Troy Parrott fucking scored a hat-trick. Boom. My man's like this, look, like Ronaldo in the Portugal game. You know, like Ireland. I am praying in March we get Romania or we get, I don't want us to get like Poland or Denmark or fucking, you know. But like I said the other night, Scotland, fair play to Scotland, you know. Fucking brilliant, you know. Scott McTominay overhead kick and then that chip. What a way to win a game. What a way to go to a World Cup. He chipped Kasper Schmeichel. But, all jokes aside, guys, I hope you have a good day, right? Now, like I said, see mental health, like sometimes, you know, men, we won't admit that we have problems. We have mental health issues. You know, and that kind of thinking is gonna fucking overload you. You know, like, shout out to all the tough guys out there. Listen, I grew up with killers, allegedly. You know, I used to have breakfast with killers. You know, real tough guys. But it's like, it is what it is. Sui generis, in fact. I hope you all enjoy. It's that Thursday. It's fucking cold out. Shout out to Mr. Luke. I hope you get your blood test when they do. I hope everything goes right, bro, yeah? I'm saying a prayer for Mr. Luke and hope he gets good results in his blood test. You know, I'm still a bit fucking shifty because I have to go for 2 x-rays on the 6th of December. So, shout out to myself and Mr. Luke. And listen, if you're ever... Listen, you know your mental health sometimes, right? If you're told to go for an appointment when it comes to your health, don't put it off. Most of my life, I fucking put shit off. You know, because I'm like, why do I need to go to hospital? You know, and it's a stupid mindset. You know, because men were very proud and were very stubborn fucking creatures. You know, but at the end of the day, it's like, there's no balance between love and hate. I'm a lover. And depending who you ask, they probably say fire as well. But I don't like fighting. You know, it's like... But most of our life is a fight. You know, and it's like we're climbing mountains. Being Everest, being your brain. Here, the easy part is the climb. It's the fucking descent. Do you want another statistic? 1 in 4 die. He will go and try to climb K2. 1 in fucking 4 fall and die. Imagine that. Yeah. A quick life hack. If you ever go to K2 and you see somebody in the snow, leave them. It's not your job because you'll end up dead. You know, end up in a double rescue mission and putting other people's life in fucking danger because you know the rules. Shout out to the mountain. Shout out to the mountains. Shout out to Mother Nature. And shout out to you, man, for coming in. See you later. We out.